Hey everyone, how are you? I've got Penelope down here with me. She is gonna record with us. So, when you wake up and you are on the wrong side of the bed, that's sort of how the saying goes, right? But what does that really mean? And for me, it's not that I wake up on the wrong side of the bed per se, but I wake up feeling like shit. And sometimes that feeling is different. Today was one of those days. So yesterday I did all of the things, but I had a scheduling change. And that sort of threw me through a loop. I made some conscious choices I think in everything that we're delivered, we have an opportunity to say, this is either an opportunity or it's something less than that, or it's something that's constraining. It's something that I don't have a choice in, right? So you have the empowered mode or the disempowered mode, also known as like the victim mode or woe is me, oh no. So I had made those choices to focus on the good, but it's not to say that you don't acknowledge the other factor, right? It's just what you choose to focus on. And so I did that, but I went to sleep and I went to sleep happy. I went to sleep processing my stress in the ways that I choose to. I went to sleep, after going through my normal nighttime routine, but I woke up and nevertheless, I kind of felt disappointed. I kind of felt unsure, and I felt low on energy, low vibes, man. It was just low. And I got out of bed and I slept in. So I ended up sleeping in, even though I went to sleep, I guess it was an okay time normally. But what do? What do you do when you wake up and you kind of feel like this? Now, there's some days where I have to wake up and you feel like that, and there's not time to go through your normal routine because obviously you've just slept in. So you've got to get to work. But and there's always a drive, or maybe there's a walk up the steps, but there's a space that's created. So get out of your own head. What I mean by that is, if that's where your thoughts are, if you are feeling negative, you gotta get out of that. And there's two ways that I'm gonna share with you to do that. One being, get into your body. Get into how you're feeling, move your body, do some yoga, go for a walk, do some stretching, take a shower, really just acknowledge how you're feeling in your body and seeing if you can get a better sensation. But the other way is listen or read someone else. So when my thoughts are caught up in this whirlwind of maybe negativity, I listen to someone else. I turn on YouTube and I go to my mentors. I crack a book and I read a passage, a page, a chapter. I'm gonna give you a couple recommendations. As far as videos go, pop up Brendon Burchard, pop up Abraham Hicks, pop up Renee Michelle. As far as books go, crack open Tim Ferriss, Tribe of Mentors. It's like a choose your own adventure book, and I love that reference, but crack open First Things First, Meditations on the Mat. Wayne Dyer, Choose Your Thoughts. His interpretation of the Tao Te Ching. So there are options to, here's the thing. You have a desire to be who you want to be and how you want to feel, right? That's the desire. You want to be a happy person. You want to be a stress-free person, a carefree person, a positive person, an optimistic person. Whatever the case is, you want to be an agreeable person, right? So you want to embody this person. And sometimes our egos get the best of us, or our default mode gets the best of us. It's not to say that we're invincible from these things, but you kind of feel that way when you have this big resource toolkit. And I will say I spent an hour this morning doing that work, sort of turning the ship, because I knew that had I went straight up to the office, I would be far less productive, if at all productive, because really everything in me was saying, just stay in bed. So that's the second thing. You've got to choose. You have to decide to refocus. What can we focus on? What's going well? How is it going well? How well are you doing? So this is where, you're starting to look at the things that are really working, and you're choosing to focus in on that. If you've ever worked with a microscope, you're going to focus in. Go from a low power to a medium power. Hell, go to a high power. But, you're bringing into awareness, more importantly, how you're feeling versus your thoughts. And these things do go hand in hand, but you're able to make that shift. There is a passage, a phrase, a quote on my office wall, and it states, how you respond dictates what happens next. It's in the context of a paragraph, but that's the gist of it. And so what that means is you guys have all felt that cascade, that spiral of, oh, I'm running late, I feel like crap, now this walks in through my door, I feel like crap, I'm low on gas, I'm stuck in traffic, and it just cascades. And it goes like that for the next 24 hours until you fall asleep again. Maybe it's 12 hours, what have you. But that just kind of cascades, and you don't want that. So how you respond to things literally in the moment, because your life is happening moment by moment by moment, and those moments are what make up your days. Those moments are what make up the conversations that you have with people, and those conversations shape your relationship with your coworkers, with your boss, with your significant other, with your family, with your children, everything. Your relationships make that up. And so that relationship makes up the course of your life, as far as, maybe your marriage, or the course of your relationship, or how you have with, what sort of relationship you have with your children or your bosses, your leadership potential. All of these things are connected to the moments. How we feel when we get stuck in a clinical depression, I can assure you it's not from one moment, it's from moment and moment and moment and moment and moment. Some of it, yes, is outside of our control. Some of it is within our control. So if you wake up and you're feeling like crap because you're dwelling on something that happened yesterday, that was kind of me, kind of also anxious about what would happen in the future. I don't want to be there. So I'm choosing to focus on today. So that scales it down. Not yesterday, not the future, today. Scale it down even more to the hour. What can I control within this hour? Boom, in the moment. How can I impact the way that I'm feeling and the thoughts that I'm thinking that help me feel a certain way? And then that aligned creates the actions and the intentions that I move forward in my day. So those are the three things that I think really, you could almost, say maybe four things, but those are the three things that really helped me change the way that I was feeling this morning, and very frequently, whether it's this morning or something that happens to you and you go on to a lunch break, take that moment, reshift. If you have literally 60 seconds, you can release whatever just happened, realign, reset, and then move forward with a different set of intentions. Sometimes it takes an hour. Sometimes you only have 60 seconds, but you have to create that space. And that space is made through awareness of how you are interpreting what's happening. And therefore, you're either reacting to life or you can proactively make an intention of how you want to move through your life. So that's it. Hope you guys take an opportunity and try some of those things. Feel better. Live happy. Live joyously. Live blissfully. Aware, conscious, intentionally, and aligned. Okay, that's it. Bye, guys.